Hi there, welcome back to my channel Scrap and Coffee. I'm back with another project made with only one junk journal from Stamperia. So this time I used the Daisy art collection, the junk journal, to make a project. So everything in this project comes out of the junk journal except for the letters here. But like this whole series is about using one junk journal and make a little folio or a mini album. So this time I've made a folio. As you can see, I have another one of these junk journals, which I'm very lucky to have. And I will definitely be making something in the future with this. But let's have a look at this one for now. Of course, there will be a cutting guide available for this project. There's a link down below in the description box towards my Ko-fi webshop where you can download the cutting guide for this project. I wanted to show you that I've really used this junk journal really well. There is not much left. I have a few scrap pieces in here and I have quite a few of the stickers. I didn't use a lot of stickers and I have some push out elements left, but like I've used a lot out of this book. It measures about 7.5 by 5.5 with a 1-inch spine. And like I said, I've used a die set from Carline Design to die cut the letters here to make a little title on the folio. And I've used my hard die that I've also used in the Dewdrops album on my photo mats, etc. and on some embellishments. I just love it so much, I can't help myself. So let's have a look at the inside of this folio, right? So I'm not able to get it all in frame in the right orientation. I have to turn it for a little bit. But this is what we get when we open it. I made like an envelope closure that is magnetized. This is optional. You can make this in any shape you like, of course. So a top section and a bottom section. So let's have a look at this one first. I made a acetate belly band here and I did that. And then when I put something in the pocket, it functions as a closure for this whole section here. But I made the acetate pocket because I wanted to keep the writing here visible, which says art is a harmony parallel with nature. So I just wanted to make sure that we could still see that. This part of the construction is at the end of the first decorating video. Because I was in doubt what I wanted to do with it. So I didn't do it until I was decorating. That also reminds me to tell you that there will be, I'm not sure if it's 3 or 4 videos anymore, but I have one video for construction that shows the whole construction except for this belly band. And then I have a couple of videos that show decorating. So I've done most of the decorating on camera as well. A bit of longer videos, it's more like a craft along type of tutorial style. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about how I've put my pattern papers together, how I use my punch board on my pattern paper, etc., I've put it on camera this time. Okay, let's continue. On the inside here, I just did a smaller photo opportunity. That's all up to you how you want to use that, right? I have some stuff here in the pocket. This is from the collection. I just put that together with a little paper clip that I had in my stash. Smaller photo opportunity, but again, you can fill this up however you like. And then on the inside of that, another photo opportunity. Then here we have these 2 flaps, and I've called them my framed flaps. I did not come up with a better name than that. And I've put a piece of beautiful pattern paper behind it. And the idea was actually to have like a photo mat to go behind that as well. But I just didn't like how that looked. So I just decided to leave it like this. Of course, you can do this with pattern paper, but you can also change this out for a photo. Like if you place a full-size photo, you lose a slitter of the outer edge, but you can really highlight a full-size photo here as well. You just have to be fine with cutting it right here because they're separate flaps. So these go up, and then on the inside you have space for 3.5 by 5 photos. And like I said, my little hard die got used very well in this project. Again, I can't help myself, I love it. Here we have a pouched pocket, so I've just placed some stuff in there, different sizes, photos, journaling, a little element from the push out elements. And then here on the inside I did a full-size photo. You could fit a 7 by 5 there if you want to. I decided not to. So this can all go back in this pouched pocket here. Then these go on top. This goes this way, that way. And then, like I said, this one keeps it all closed. Now, because of the bulk, you might need to help it a little bit to slide in the pocket, but quite easy there, right? Then on the bottom, I did something a little fun. First of all, I've made some tags with push out elements from the collection and my little heart die there, and that are going into these small shallow pockets here. And I also did like a photo mat for 2x3 that can also be used as journaling. But putting something in these pockets, keep this closed. Yeah, so again, this functions as my closure. So I take that out. I did a smaller photo opportunity there because I just wanted to highlight the papers as well, of course. Then a photo opportunity here, again, some embellishments there. And then we have these two cards here. It kind of reminds me of a Polaroid, but like these are loose elements that you can take out. So you can also make this as a separate thing for a little gift card maybe, or I don't know, just as a card. But as you could see, a little acetate window in there. I did pattern paper behind it, but you can do a photo as well, of course. And we've used beautiful pattern paper to frame it all. And then on the inside, 3.5 by 5 photo, and I did pattern paper with a journal spot there. You can do that however you like. Here I used this lady as a push out element that was making a painting of the daisies, and I had a scrap piece of pattern paper of a daisy field. So I kind of thought it was fun to make it appear as if she's looking out of a window towards the daisies to make her painting. And then on the inside, same thing, photo mat and journal opportunity there. I didn't do anything on the back to reduce bulk a little bit. Same thing why I didn't do anything else here. I just had to keep the bulk in mind slightly at this bottom section. And then we still have this pocket here that's holding these things, but I can also place some extra photos in here. So 2 full-size photos, and this one I actually made to go in that framed flap situation on top, but I just didn't like how it looked, so I didn't want it to go to waste, so I just added it to the larger pocket here. And I also just really love this this element there. So we can place this all back in, and that is the whole folio. So it comes together rather quick construction wise. It doesn't take a lot of your base cardstock. I think I've used 5 sheets for the construction, and then a couple of more to make some extra photo mats, right? So I think I've put in the cutting guide like 8 sheets of your base cardstock is enough for this, 12 by 12. Fun project to make, and like I said, I'm taking you to the decorating it for this one as well if you're interested in it. Just a lovely project to make, I think. So magnet closure there. I also put some pattern paper on the back because I had enough. I had one larger sheet left for it to do it, so I just used it. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this. Remember, tutorials are coming up, cutting guide available in my Ko-fi web shop. And that's it. Another fun project to make, in my personal opinion, humble opinion. I hope you join me in the tutorials. I want to say thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to see you really soon in the next one. Bye bye.